What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Hybrid Mongoose podcast. And I want to start out by saying, happy Father's Day to you guys. This is actually my second Father's Day. My first Father's Day, my son was like a couple months old, so it didn't really feel like it counted then. It's kind of like we're still so new to being parents and everything. So I just want to say happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there, and I hope you're having a great day. So today's episode is going to be Elijah Watz, guys. He has just basically decided to stop doing Pokemon Go videos. We talk a lot about that in this podcast, and he's such a great guy, and I really feel like he's going to be back one day. He's going to be back to making Pokemon Go videos, hopefully one day. I'm still, you can tell in the podcast, I'm really trying to convince him to go to Go Fest, regardless if he's going to play or not, just because I think it would be a fun time and fun to meet him and everything. So before we get into this podcast, I'm actually going to be putting out some merch soon. I'm going to be making some Teespring campaigns very soon. Make sure you check out my Twitter. If you haven't followed me by now, you should be. It's at Hybrid Mongoose. On Twitter. I'll be posting there when the merch becomes available. So anyway, guys, let's just get right into the podcast. Welcome my special guest, Elijah Watz, to the Hybrid Mongoose podcast. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
You said so. Elijah's a little under the weather today.
A
little sick, but he's still doing this. That's okay. That's okay. What's funny is I know we joke around on Twitter a little bit about the pineapple on pizza thing, and I've been asking people like randomly, like pineapple on pizza, yes, no, is it? What do you think? And of course you love it, but
oh yeah, I understand. You have to love it.
I'm not so much a fan, but that's okay.
So I'm basically right now I'm just gonna turn off this podcast and just leave then.
Okay. Were you playing Pokemon Go from like the beginning? Like
I started on 7-Eleven, so not right when it came out.
Oh, that's close. That's close.
Yeah, I was in an area. I was on my family's ranch and there's no Wi-Fi there or anything.
Yeah.
So I couldn't play the day it came out, but I started right when I got back.
Right. I remember the first time I opened up the game, I was just walking around my subdivision catching like Rattatas and stuff, and I was like,
yeah,
this is pretty cool, and then I remember going to there's a park called Dodge Park 5 minutes from my house. Also the city hall is there too. And I drove up there with my wife, and we were just like in shock of how many people were out playing during that time. There's nothing like it at the beginning time when you just look around and there's just over 100 people just everywhere playing. So
it was amazing.
It was incredible. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
I felt like I was actually in the Pokemon world. So like it enveloped me. It felt so good being surrounded by people that played it.
Oh yeah. No, and even to this day, I think the community is still really strong.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So a lot of the people around here have kind of created their little groups and cliques and all that crap, but still the community is still overall good. So
yeah,
so
I would agree with that, most definitely.
Yeah. So did you play any of the main series games when
Yeah, I played all the way up. Yeah, sorry, I totally interrupted you there. I played all the way up till Emerald version, and then I skipped all the rest of them and played Sun, and that's the last game I played.
Oh, okay, cool. You played more than me because I played Red, and then I think Yellow, and then I played the N64 games. So,
okay.
So Snap and Stadium, and then I just got out of it, and then I picked it up again now and started playing other games now. But yeah, so it was a while for me. Did you watch the show as well?
Oh yeah, huge fan of the show. I even watch it now as an adult.
Yeah, no, it's still good. X and Y series. I keep telling people,
dude, it was so good.
It's so good. It was
so good. I was actually impressed by how good it was. It was just
and watching it now with like the current style of the way they animate it and everything, it's really good. Like the battles are awesome. Like
they're great.
They're amazing. They are amazing. So I have to say this because the first video I ever saw you in was probably Mystic Seven's video.
Okay, yeah, that's where most people found me.
No, I think I might have saw that before that, but your claim to, I guess you could say, fame was kind of a funny way that you did it, because I remember watching your vlog, and you're like you hustled to get that done. I'm not gonna say that you were you weren't like, you were like, okay, Mystic Seven's gonna be here around this time.
Yeah.
So you're like kind of stalking him a little bit, but that's, hey.
Oh yeah, 100.
But that's
Had to.
but that's okay though, because it ended up working out for you, right? I mean, he shouted you out in a video, and you gained like 1,000 subscribers in like a day or something.
Yep.
It was just like instantaneous. And
Yeah.
I remember early on, I commented on your video. I don't know if you remember that. It was very early on. It was your first vlog. I commented on your video, and I was like, hey man, you did a good job on this video. Keep going or whatever. And it was a long time ago. We've been talking. We've been friends through Twitter for a while now.
Yep.
So, but yeah, no, I thought that was interesting. How long did you have to scout out there to actually run into him?
Okay, so it was the first day that the legendaries were dropping. I think it was Moltres. It was the first day Moltres was coming out,
Okay.
and I knew he was going to be walking around, and I've always wanted to meet him. I've been a fan of Mystic 7 for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Since like the Clash of Clans days. So I really wanted to meet him, so I drove out there, and I was there probably from like 8 a.m. and I remember it didn't even drop till like the afternoon. But I was just waiting around, and my phone was dying, so I had to go in the mall and charge my phone. And I was watching his live stream when he was saying he was going to come, and they said, "Oh, Moltres just dropped. I'm heading down there." So I was just checking Twitter, seeing when he was going to come and whatnot. And then he tweeted out like a picture, and it kind of showed where he was. And so I just looked that up, and it said like 7 miles away. So I just ran.
Oh, that's hilarious. So when you ran into him, I mean, what did you do? Like, were you, because obviously you're going to meet him. You wanted to meet him in person, and then like, how did you not come off like an absolute crazy person? Like, because you're like,
oh, I did. Oh, I did.
You did? Okay.
Yes. So I ran down there, and then I had my camera out, and I was just like, Mystic 7. And I turned it on him, and he looked up. He's like, hi. And I was just like, hi. And then I went and I walked away, and I started recording my thing, and then I caught up with them later.
Oh, that's so funny. So
yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, that's good that he shouted you out right away like that. Or was it?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was really cool. And then I know, you for a while there, you guys had like a squad. Like it was pretty cool to see. You had Dark Metal Wolf, yourself, whatchamacallit, Brandon, Mystic 7, JT Gilly, and then like the guy with like the 17 phones.
Yeah, Mr. 6.
Mr. 6, that's it.
Yeah.
No,
well, we would cruise out there like a couple times a week and just meet up, and that was a great way to grow my channel. And
definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because then you are for sure. I mean, that's why collabing, even doing these things like this, is awesome. And Pokemon,
I love it.
Like GoFest is going to be incredible. I don't know if you're going still, or are you going?
Up in the air.
It's up in the air.
Yeah.
Did you actually get a ticket or no?
Someone offered me a ticket, but now it's just going to be the flight and staying there and stuff. So we'll see, but I don't know. No promises.
Dude, you should come anyway. Seriously. But like, okay, I'm going to be there from Friday to Monday. So Saturday is the actual event, right? For me. Sunday, I'm just going to be like literally just walking around the lines, recording, hanging out with people, maybe passing out water bottles. Like, honestly, I'm just going to be having fun. So I think there's a lot of fun to be had regardless of the actual event,
Yeah, I still would love to go there. I still love Pokemon. I want to play it, so.
Right.
It'd be a good time.
Because I know recently in your last vlog you said, you're quitting Pokemon Go videos, which I was there too at one point. You know, it's kind of funny that we're talking about this because we both know how it feels, right? I
Yeah.
mean, yours is for kind of different reasons, but almost it's very similar. It's very similar.
Yeah, and I mean, your reasons are partly my reasons as well. It's really
Yes.
hard to grow off of that, you know?
Right. Right. Yeah. And it's that's why you know, I've learned a couple things since that time when Reversal actually, you know, made that video and brought me back and all that stuff.
Hmm.
You know, I've learned a lot, and you know, now obviously my momentum on the channel is a lot better. My videos are performing a lot better, and it's I don't know. It's like I've tapped into something that is making my content better. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I feel different. You know.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel different now than I did before. And like the beginning of the year was really hard for me. Like that really, like, I don't know about you, but at a certain point for Pokemon Go especially, you can see certain people will start to stick out of nowhere, start being recommended out of nowhere. And it's not to, I'm not like saying they don't deserve it or anything. Dark Matter Wolf all of a sudden started becoming recommended for a lot of people. He works his butt off making videos. He posts practically every day. You know, he earned that, right? But the YouTube algorithm kind of like almost favors certain Pokemon Go YouTubers randomly, it feels like.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they're shot up in the algorithm like insane, and then you blink and they got 600 subscribers in a day. With
I will tell you this.
Uh-huh.
I do know for a fact that there's a couple people that were view botting, and that's gonna, you know, raise them on the YouTube algorithm.
Okay, gotcha.
So, yeah.
Oh,
but I'm not dropping names or anything.
So no, that makes me like, And
so that's how some people are growing pretty fast.
So okay, so people aren't necessarily, that actually makes sense because then it's recommended in the algorithm.
Yeah. So it's like it's a thing actually, not just Pokemon Go YouTubers doing, but like a lot of YouTubers, smaller YouTubers in general. And I didn't want to do that. Obviously, that's why I don't have that many.
Yeah.
subs.
No. Right. No, I don't do that either.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. So I mean, I get why they would though, because it makes sense, and it's kind of sad to say like, Reversal just put out a video recently where if you just search for Pokemon Go in YouTube, it will show the biggest people first, like no matter what, practically. So, you know, it's very hard to get in there, and you know, if you can bot 5,000 views, it's going to boost you up, you know, and you're going to get more views off of that, which is it's kind of sad, you know. It's kind of sad to
yeah, it's a bummer that you can do that, but I mean, at the end of the day, the person working the hardest is going to get there eventually as well. So,
right. And I'm guessing that the people that you know did this aren't people that were bigger from the start. Obviously, Mystic 7 doesn't need to do this.
Oh yeah,
those people don't need to do that. So I mean, so it'd be someone around my size or your size going like, okay, I want to boost these 3 videos, and then hopefully, which I mean, I get how it would work, but yeah, I definitely disagree with that. So so your last vlog, man. Not the response video, but that last vlog, man.
Okay.
The response to, you know, FSU or whatever. Yeah. I mean, that was good. You handled it, you know, like an adult. That was good. You know, but your last vlog for the Texas meetup, I really enjoyed that vlog. Not just because of the content, but like halfway through the vlog, the way that you recorded it, the way that you edited it, it was awesome. I really thought it was really good, man. I was just like, I was in it, man. By the time you got to the meetup, I was like, what is happening? You know, like, yeah. Of course, drama makes it a little bit better. You know, you're gonna be
the juice.
Yeah. So, I mean, for the people that haven't seen that video, you know, kind of explain, like, just, you know, in your own words, what kind of happened.
Okay. So basically, there was the Texas Pokemon Go Community Day meetup.
Right.
And I was originally supposed to go there, but then they stopped putting my name and everything, so I was like, maybe I'm not invited. So the day before it happens, I was like, man, I just need to buy a ticket and get out of California. So I bought a ticket to that, went there. My ex-girlfriend happened to be there. It turns out like, you know, some other YouTubers invited her out there, and it was just drama, basically. I don't know what else. I don't know what else you want me to say about that. That's about it, right?
Everything. So, I mean, I know certain, I'm not going to name any names, but I know you probably feel, what's the word? Betrayed.
Yeah, I guess.
By certain people, certain YouTubers. And I just want to know, and you don't have to tell me their names or what they said. I just wanted to know if any of them actually have DM'd you like behind the scenes and been like,
no, not a single one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's, oh my God. So that really proves, I mean, I hate to say this so mean like, but that just proves that they're just like, yeah, forget him, you know, whatever.
Yeah. A couple of them commented on my video, but it wasn't like a good comment. It was like a kind of like FU comment. So I was like, whatever. Ties. I mean, nobody unfollowed me, so I guess if they're not trying to cut ties, but I don't know.
Right. And my biggest fear too is I don't want you to think that, you know, even if you were, and I know how you're feeling, I would feel the same way as you. Trust me. I totally would. I'd be like, screw those guys, you know, forget them, blah blah blah. I probably would have flipped the dinner table there. I mean, I would have made a scene for sure.
Oh yeah, I had to leave
for sure. But you know, I don't want you to think that like that's like the whole community. You know what I mean? Because I know I talked to you in private. I know Reversal has. I know other Pokemon Go YouTubers have contacted you. You know, just to be like, hey, what's up, man? You know, and all that stuff. And I don't want you to ever think like they represent the community, because they're not. You know, that's not.
No, yeah, most definitely.
So I still think you're a valuable member, you know, of the Pokemon Go community, and
appreciate that.
You know, you still should make, especially if you're still playing. If you stop playing behind the scenes, like you're just not playing anymore, Pokemon Go, then it's okay. Definitely, why record that? Don't do it just for content. You should want to play the game, right?
Yeah, and I play it more so as like not competitively, or you know, I'm not like Brandon Tan or anyone like that.
Right.
I play it very casually, so it's, you know.
Yeah, I can get that.
I don't know.
I can get that. But yeah, I know you're not quitting YouTube. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, heck no.
Yeah, so you're never gonna quit YouTube, but because your vlogs are good, man. That last vlog was great. So
I appreciate that.
I still think you could, you know, make vlogs and still do whatever, and it'd still be interesting, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, no, if you ever, because you notice when you made that video, you really didn't lose any subscribers.
I lost a couple, but after, I mean, the support on that video was amazing. I probably only lost like 10 to 20 subs.
Yeah.
But I gained them all back with that FSU video, and then some. I gained like 200 subs off that. So
I
really didn't lose anything.
Right. So that was good. That was funny what you said about him. He's like, he's the most boring person to talk to.
Oh my gosh, dude. The one words was ridiculous. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, I can't DM this guy.
He's like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna make a video on you. He's like, okay. That's it.
I was like, yeah. And then he DM'd me after the video saying like, oh, good job portraying me as this evil person that like only talks
What
crap
are you talking about?
I was like, bro, I could have went off on that video. I was like, I made you look not as bad.
I think
Everyone
you
was saying.
I think you made him look human, man. Like,
yeah,
you could have like totally, dude. There's been so many times where you could have just the video that you just made. You could have called 17 people out. You could have done so much more. And the fact that you didn't in that video, in both videos, I mean, geez. I mean, if anything, you made him look better than he normally does. If you ask,
because I mean, that whole video or that whole live stream that he did about me was basically him just talking crap on me.
Yeah.
And I took like the funny parts, not any of the serious parts. I took the funny parts, put those in, and then responded to those.
Right.
To kind of make it comedic. I don't know the word there, but yeah.
Did he even like? Who told you that? Like, you know, like he was like talking about you. Did someone just go like, "Hey, he's talking about you" out of nowhere? Or
I got some comments on a video saying FSU was talking about you in his live stream, and then I was like, "Oh shoot!" So I went and checked it out, and then I watched the whole thing. I was like, I was angry the whole time. But I was like, but I didn't want to take it serious or anything like that. So I just kind of took it as a joke, and
Right.
his advice is advice. So
Right. No, I mean, he knows what he's doing to a degree. I mean, obviously, he's a successful YouTube channel, but it goes back to what we were talking about and trying to do clickbaity. Dude, he's clickbaits so hard. I mean,
he even said that in his live stream. He said the key to YouTube is clickbaiting. That's what he said.
I mean, he does. And nobody penalizes. I mean, the people that still comment on it, and like, I mean, I could have sworn I saw one of his videos on the Reggie Rock, trio, and he like photoshopped him in, and just like, and I was just like, they're not here, like, what? And I get it. If that's his job, and he's got to do what he's got to do to make money, on some level I understand why he's doing it. But
yeah, I mean, it's a scummy thing to do, but it's business, I guess, and businesses are scummy. So
I'm gonna clickbait this thumbnail, man. I'm just.
Oh yeah,
You should. I should.
Elijah Watz talking crap about FSU ATL.
Oh, like Elijah Watz shits on Mystic 7, just like. No, so you don't really talk to Mystic 7 now after that whole thing.
Well, him and I haven't really been in contact for a couple months now. He doesn't really ever reply to my messages or anything.
Right.
Look at my phone. You can ask another question while I'm getting this if you want.
Right. Yeah, no, I was just curious because it's like at one point, you guys were, hanging out all the time.
Yeah.
It looked like
3 text messages he hasn't replied.
Right. Yeah. So I know the feeling. Obviously he's traveling around a lot. He's doing a lot of stuff too. So, he barely looks at it. I mean, when I messaged Reversal the other day, he took a long time to respond to me, but he did. So it's not like I don't think Twitter's like, you got to remember those guys' Twitter just gets annihilated with notifications. Cause they send one tweet and it gets a bajillion. I'm sure they get tagged in a million posts all the time.
I mean, it's even a struggle for me and probably for you too. I mean, I post something, it gets like 30 likes, and it's just, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're on Twitter, it's like notification. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have to mute them sometimes.
Right. So, do you think that you will ever, come back to Pokemon Go? Do you think you would ever start making those videos again? Because I saw a tweet. You said, should I make a Pokemon Go video just like randomly? And I was just like,
the day after I posted.
Right. Yeah. I was like, yeah, you should. What are you doing? I mean, but like I said, if it's not something that you want to do, people are going to feel it, right? If you don't have the passion for the game and you're not into it at the time, then there's no point doing it. I mean, people are going to, see that. So.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that kind of got displayed on my channel, that I just didn't want to make the videos anymore. And then that's kind of why my videos were suffering and my channel was suffering, because people could see that I didn't want to do that anymore. I had bigger ambitions. And so I think if I step away from that for now, and I do want to make like a Pokemon Go video later, because it could be like the return, whatever. Right. And I think it'll be cool. But for now, right now, probably not.
Yeah. And the way that I see it for myself is just like, every YouTuber, big or small, has like their own story to kind of tell. Right. Yeah. Especially with their adventure. I mean, crap. I started live streaming this game when I was level like 5 or 7. Like dude, if you go back and you really dig, you could find crap from like that far back all the way until now. So it's just like, people have their own stories to tell. And what I figured out, I did a test one day, right? Because I was just like, am I really meant to do this? Because like anybody can make YouTube videos, right? But I made a video about, it was some event was happening, and I went to Home Depot. Literally, I vlogged half of it. I went to Home Depot, hung out in the parking lot of Home Depot, edited some stuff together, caught like 4 things, made a video out of it, and people liked the video. Like on paper, if you wrote it down what you were doing, you're like, okay, get in the car, go to Home Depot, buy some drywall. It's like the most boring thing you could ever think of. Yeah. But people still responded to it like, you know, like it was a good video. So it's just like everybody's got their own
community.
Yeah,
that's the community. They're so supportive.
And it's the same thing for you. Your channel is the people are subscribed to you, right? To your personality, to you.
Yeah.
So they're gonna like and support whatever you do. You know, it doesn't matter if it's vlogs, Pokemon Go, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So
most definitely. I get a lot of comments saying like, I'm subscribed to you, not Pokemon Go, which is awesome because that's just like the sport. I can do whatever I want, you know?
Right.
And I love that. That's just, the community is just so great. I'm glad I'm a part of the community.
Yeah, no, this seriously is. It seriously is. And like there's like a really old lady that plays in my area, right? And you would never think she was playing ever. But I know she is because I've seen her had the game open and she was playing and everything. And it's just weird how this game in particular has captivated just all kinds of different people, right?
Oh, I saw this huge guy in the gym yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And look at his phone. He's playing Pokemon Go in the gym.
No way.
6'5" yoked guy. And I was just like, whoa, all right.
Yeah, so I think the community as a whole is all. Did you go to GoFest last year?
No, I couldn't get a ticket.
Yeah, so I really think you should go no matter what. Not only because we can hang out, right? That in person and everything. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It's also, I think it's going to give you a big morale boost, to be honest. Because definitely. Okay, I only had like maybe 2,000 subscribers when I went there. I got noticed like 3 times. Me and you walking down the street out there, I guarantee it now. It's not that being noticed is the best thing in the world. It's just I think you're gonna feel the support in person is gonna be a big deal.
I love being noticed. I love attention, so that
right.
it's great.
I do too, of course.
Yeah.
And
if you're on YouTube, you have to an extent, unless you're like one of those people that hides your face.
Exactly. Yeah. If you do, there's some people that don't care, and they don't want that, and that's fine, but no, I get it. I'm still kind of like local famous here.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people subscribe to me that live very close to me.
That's cool.
It's cool and bad at the same time. Cause
I feel that. Yeah. I have that in Redlands.
There's been a couple kind of, crazier people, right? No one's like followed me to my house or anything, but you know what I'm talking about. So
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right. So I know you've been to like meetups with, the bigger guys, and you've seen how many people are there, but it's going to be even more than that because GoFest last year was like 40,000 people. So I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna probably feel like a celebrity, and so are you if you go. And it's not just about that. I think it would help you. Let's say you didn't do Pokemon Go there and you just vlogged it. I still think it would be good.
I would love to do that, and I've been thinking about going there and doing it because I want to make like the Pokemon Go Fest film.
Yeah.
And I would love to do that, but the only thing is like, it's just the money basically.
Right.
Because I got other things I got to pay for, bills and stuff. So if I were to go out there, then it would be, pretty expensive. But I don't know. It's in the works. We'll see.
Well, like I get it. I have a 4.5, 5 hour drive. That's all it is for me. So it's
that's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. So it's definitely a different situation. I don't have to get a plane. I don't have to get all this other stuff. But hey, you know what? We're actually renting a house there. And it's 2 bedrooms, but there's a couch. You could stay with us if you wanted to.
I appreciate that.
I'm not joking. If you end up getting a flight, you can stay with us. We'll split it, 3 ways or whatever.
Yeah.
But right now, it's costing me and my buddy Chi like $50 a night.
Oh wow. Okay.
So if you split that by 3, it's even less. So it's like
we'll talk about that.
Definitely, man. You just have to couch surf. But that's it.
I've been doing that.
So that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, it's so whatever happened to Scott Wu or Scott? What happened to that guy? Huh?
I don't know. So I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this. I talked to him in the DMs the other day. I'm just gonna say it. And he said that he has quit Pokemon Go.
Okay.
But he wants to make like a final video saying like, I've quit, which is a bummer because he was great, but he's going to be focusing on another channel that he has already created, and that's going to be more focused on like short films and vlogs kind of thing.
See, that's cool. If it's just not his thing, it's not his thing, right?
So. Yeah, definitely. And I think he still plays, but he just doesn't want to make the videos for it.
Right. Yeah, because I was just wondering that the other day. I know somebody tagged him on Twitter, and I noticed it, and I was just like, huh. And then I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, where did he go?
Yeah, he was shooting a lot of like weddings and stuff because that's his actual job. He's like a wedding filmer and videographer. So
I know you guys had like a man crush on each other, and
still do.
It's funny, but yeah, no, I get it. I mean, some people. Like when I was about to quit, it wasn't because I didn't like playing the game. I love this game. I'm gonna keep playing it no matter what. It's just the algorithm was like I feel partly that the algorithm was killing my channel.
Yeah, 100%. I felt like that too.
I was posting videos and it was getting super low amount of views and now I think about it differently. Talking to a couple different YouTubers. Like FLW videos, I had some good insight on like just time management, and then talking to Reversal, who gave me a bunch of constructive tips. And it wasn't necessarily what I was making; it was just getting the most bang for your buck, right? Like doing the most you can in the short amount of period of time. Because I work a 40-hour job. I have a wife, a kid. I have a whole thing I have to deal with, and I'm still getting things done, but I make it work. But sometimes I'm limited on time, and I mean, if you get a chance, watch my I caught 4 shinies in one day video. That is the definition of time management, because what I did is I recorded gameplay on my phone of everything that I was doing, and then I just did like almost like a Sports Center recap of it. Sitting yeah.
Smart.
And it not only did it work, I mean it's like I was like, hey, if you guys like this, I can do this more often because I don't have time to vlog everything all the time, and you know how it is.
Definitely.
When you vlog, the second you bring out that vlogging camera, just add like 2 hours to whatever you were trying to edit. You know what I mean? So yeah. And I was just talking with Zoe about that in our podcast a couple weeks ago about especially if you travel. Once you travel, oh my God. When you get all the stuff back and you try to edit that, you're like, where do I even start? I don't even know where to go. You know what I do with that? And you know what I'm starting to do is I break it up into days at least. So I may not edit it, but I'll be like, this is all the footage from day 1. And
that's what I do.
And then I start to do even more. I'll go day 1, but this is B-roll. And then I'll even record B-roll after the fact. Like so I'll give you an example. Like if I was going to GoFest, of course I'm going to vlog me going there, set up, all that stuff. But after GoFest is done, I'm not going to edit a damn thing until I get back to my house, because I'm just going to record. I'm going to record, like Sunday's going to be B-roll, man. And then maybe a little bit of like, hey, this is Prodigy's Nation or whatever, that type of thing. So, but my plan is to focus on the game. Don't worry about B-roll stuff. And then Sunday, just B-roll it up, because like, that way you can just put it all together. And as well as I do, the more B-roll footage you have, the better the video comes out most of the time. It's at
100% of the time.
It is so, it's like you could never have enough. You just record everything, So
back when I was going out to Santa Monica like every day with Mystic 7, I would have 2 SD cards full of B-roll, and it was just
crazy.
Yeah, the 32 gigs each. So I would film like Pokemon Go, because I would have like 20-minute clips of me catching Pokemon and stuff, and then I would go and use another SD card and just film B-roll. So it was a lot to work with. Many sleepless nights. Yeah,
what I started doing is I started only recording like rare catches as well. That's smart. Just for time management. And then I would only do like you know, sometimes it'd be a pain to resync each thing. You know, you're like, oh god, I have like 17 clips of me catching Pokemon, but you're not recording 25-minute sessions where you're going back and going like, oh,
Yes.
I'm trying to find the catch where I caught the Dratini, you know. So like, I have it in my head like I only record rare stuff. That's it.
That's smart. What I do though is I sync the audio. So right before I even begin the clip, I'm sync, so that way I can always find it.
I think every one of us does that, to be honest. So we sync the audio because, you know, like people look at me funny too. I'm like, sync it together, sync.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I got that from you.
Oh, really?
You said that, yeah, I think you said that in a video.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
you did. You said that in a video. It was like you're battling a Gengar or something like that.
Yeah.
And you said sync, and I was like, oh, that's smart. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, no, it is. It is a good idea because then it's so much easier to get your reactions at the same time. So it's the real reaction, you know. Yeah. So let me ask you this, because this is kind of controversial in a way.
Okay.
But people already know my stance on this, but I don't think I've ever asked you about this in particular. So one of my top viewed videos is me catching a spoofer.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So, you know, it's still to this day, I swear to God, the spoofing community hates me so much. They comment on that. I got like 3 comments yesterday.
Oh
like it's still, it's like, do you realize that was from like a million years ago? Like, and they're still commenting and they're still hating. And dude, I've gotten death threats off of that thing.
My gosh.
Yeah, I had people. I'm gonna find you next time I see you at a raid. Blah blah blah. I'm all like, okay, you know.
The spoofer community is a little toxic sometimes.
They remind me of League of Legends community. Like, like people blaming other people for their own mistakes and all kinds of stuff. Because at one point I was really into League of Legends, so I saw that all the time. Yeah. Oh my god. So I know you do a lot of Twitch streaming as well. Like you're always doing, you know, Fortnite and all that stuff on there. Have you ever thought of doing it on your main channel or no?
I have. I've actually got a lot of people that want me to do that on there, but I don't want to put gaming on that channel anymore. It's going to be, I want to start doing like some skits kind of things. So there's like some big changes coming to the channel.
Are you going to be an Instagram comedian? Because those guys are really good. Just kidding.
I would love nothing more than to do that. I'm not funny enough for that.
That's so funny. No, what you should do. Well, if you don't want to do gaming anymore, I understand. But my thought is you know how you get like the VODs off of Twitch after the fact? You could just edit like highlights of the streams, and put it on YouTube. So so I mean, just throwing it out there, because then it just shows like your best moves, your best stuff that you did in Fortnite.
Which is smart. But for some reason I can't figure out how to save the videos after after I've streamed them.
There's a way to do it. I forget how.
Yeah, I just can't figure it out. And I've Googled it, I've YouTubed it. I just can't figure it out.
It's right from the interface. It's like you go right into the Twitch thing and you log in as yourself, and there's a way to like click on it and like download VOD or whatever, and you could literally just download the whole file back to your computer.
I wish I knew.
Like back in the day, I used to do Twitch streaming for a game called Ark Survival Evolved. Yeah, and I actually got what do they call it? I forget the name, where a bigger streamer brings a bunch of people to you. Raid, yes. So I was raided by this Choco the Chocobo. I remember him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his name. And he brought like a bajillion people to my stream. Like I was just like, what is happening? There was like 700 people watching at one point, and I was just
Holy cow.
I was like, this is insane. And I started like randomly like naming people, like naming the people watching after my like dinos and stuff. So like I was like super engaging. I was like okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm like and then I started doing like polls and stuff like out of nowhere. I'm like okay, person who gets this number right I'll name my dino after you. And, dude, cool. I was like going nuts and I was having a blast. And then later on I wanted to put the stream like highlight on the channel, you know, on my YouTube channel, and then that's how I know, you know, you can download it. But that stream ended up, I was about to be done streaming after about like 2 hours or so, And then those people jumped on, and I stayed for like 8 or 9 hours. Like,
Oh
no,
my gosh.
yeah, because they wouldn't
kind of have to at that point.
Oh yeah, you do, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, well, you're either gonna step up to the plate and, you know, have some fun, or you're gonna, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, and like in the Streamlabs thing, when people follow you, it pops up.
Yeah.
Dude, it was nonstop. It was
Really, that's so cool. So you got a decent Twitch following then, off of that.
Even now, yeah, I have like 400 people or so, 400 followers.
Dang.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And what was funny, and Reversal said this in a tweet, and I actually do believe this. Some of the Pokemon Go YouTubers they only do live streams.
I saw that tweet, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you know the exact tweet I'm talking about.
Yes.
The reason I bring it up is because since the beginning of the game, I haven't gone more than maybe a week or 2 without streaming. Okay. But I do love to stream, and you know, Reversal kind of said like there's something in the algorithm with Pokemon Go specifically that when you stream and then you put out a vlog, it actually kills your views for some reason. And I took what he said, I kind of did some research, looked at it, and he's absolutely 100% right.
Really?
Yes. If I keep throwing out consistent vlogs without throwing out a live stream, it will get more views than it normally would if I didn't.
That's interesting.
So my idea is I might start only Pokemon Go streaming on Twitch.
That would be smart.
Because I don't want it to hurt the algorithm and mess up my videos. Because I tested this by posting that, you know, 4 shinies in 1 day video, and then I immediately posted another video right after. And both of those videos, my goal right now is just to get 1,000 views per video. And
me too.
You know, and that 4 shinies, it's over 3,000 right now, and the other one's at 900, and it's just like before that, if you look back, it's like a lot lower. So it's just like, what the heck? Yeah. You know, so it's just, you notice it too. You randomly, a video will just tank, and you're like, what's up with this video that it got like, you know, 200 views? Now,
yeah, I have no idea.
What's weird is the Zoe 2 Dots podcast, and podcasts aren't for everybody, right? You have to be I love podcasts. I don't know about you. I love listening to them. You know, and some people, they don't like that long form talk and the long, you know, so some people just don't like it, period. But then then the people that love it really love it, right? So it's like, let me look right now because I'm curious at this current time. And I'm only posting one podcast a week because I just want longevity out of it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zoe 2 Dots podcast only has like 256 views right now. It's released yesterday.
That's not bad for a podcast at all.
For a podcast you're talking about, that's an hour-long podcast. And some of the stuff that was brought up, I can see people actually commenting about it. Stuff that we were talking about like 45 minutes in, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm never going to stop doing the podcasts. Personally, I think they're amazing, and I'm loving doing it.
So fun.
Of course, it's going to be better when you have a bigger, you know, like Reversal. That's going to get a lot of views for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because that's actually going to be, well, in our time, it's going to be next week. And then this one will post the week after that. So, yeah. So when I record stuff, you know, actually DX1 is the next one I'm doing.
Okay.
Yep. Then probably it's going to be Holly after that. So
that's cool.
Yep. And I've already gotten Pro Planty on board too. So
have you tried contacting Brandon or Trainer Tips or anyone yet?
No. They don't follow me back on Twitter because I'm a peasant. No, I'm just kidding. No, they don't follow me back yet. So you know how you know how hard it is to get somebody's attention on Twitter when they don't follow you back. It's like impossible. I mean, you could just keep tagging them and hey, and you just look like a crazed fan. You know, it's kind of hard to you know, so I'm going to let it happen like organically, right?
Yeah, maybe you'll run into them at GoFest and, you know, talk to them and stuff.
Or maybe somebody will see this podcast or another podcast and go, hey, I want to be on there. And then they'll contact me, you know? So, of course, I would love to get Nick and Brandon,
Yeah,
on the podcast. That would be amazing. I also would love to get John Hankey on here too.
that'd be great.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Hey, that'd go viral.
Yeah, no, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. And if anything, I mean, this I'm doing something different, right? So
Yeah.
it's something cool. So if I was going to give you any advice, somebody said this a while ago to me, and it kind of stuck in my head. It's like everything you've ever wanted is just right outside your comfort zone. And it's so true. It's so true because when I started doing this podcast at first, I definitely feared whether I could do it or not, right? Like I was like, can I do this podcast well enough? And I'm not interesting, right? I think that, the doubts in your own head, like I'm not interesting enough to keep this going or
Yeah.
whatever.
We all got those. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, I think it's really cool how you show your. This is just switching gears a little bit. I think it's really cool how you show your relationship with your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell you guys are really close.
Yeah.
And I've seen a couple of your tweets that he's a really good musician and all this other stuff. What does he actually do? Is he in a band or?
Yeah, so he's in a band called Culture Crew, and they're on tour right now with Wyclef. If you know who Wyclef is.
Okay.
Yeah, they got like a song with Snoop Dogg, and they got a song with
Really?
yeah. So
Wow.
they're getting out there, but my dad's been doing that my entire life. So from as a little kid, I've been listening to his music, so I just always loved it. So it's it's cool to say that your dad is like one of your favorite musicians.
Wow. Yeah, that is cool. What does he actually do? What instrument does he play or
He plays everything.
does he really?
Yeah, saxophone, guitar, drums, piano, you name it.
Oh God, okay, so he's one of those guys that's just like naturally gifted.
He's a wizard, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I've met those people before. I had when you're in high school and you have a couple bands and stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's a couple friends that just insanely good at guitar. I remember I tried to play guitar and I got halfway decent, right? Like I'm okay. Yeah. But I've had friends that were like, oh, I just started picking it up, and then like I meet back up with them like 3 months later, and they're like light years beyond me. And I'm like,
Yep.
I've been playing for 3 years. You just played for 3 months, and you're better than me already, like by far. So it's just, I think some people are just naturally kind of gifted in that, just they pick up stuff, and
music is like you have to be born with it, really.
Yeah.
You can teach it, but to be great, you have to be born with it. Honestly,
definitely. Yep. So, also, you had your whole, your Samoa trip and everything.
Yeah.
Which that's pretty amazing, man. That's
best trip of my life for sure, hands down.
Seriously, yeah, no, that's awesome. I still haven't watched all of them, but I've been meaning to go back and watch them all. But
there's only like a couple that I would even recommend.
Right.
But yeah, so I've had a lot of people have said those are their favorite videos of mine. So
really,
out there, yeah.
Hey, no, that's awesome. That's the thing though. Of course the place, and you know how I said like the Pokemon, everyone has their own story to tell. It's the same for vlogs though too. It really is. It is. You can make an interesting vlog just by walking down the street. In all honesty. Definitely. So yeah. So I mean, I really hope you still keep doing Pokemon Go. I understand if you don't, but I really hope to see you in Go Fest. I do.
I do too. I hope to see myself there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you got a much further trip than me. That's for sure. So, I mean, but I just hope you keep going. I know you're not going to stop YouTube. Do you have what are your plans for the future? Do you have anything in mind?
As far as YouTube or
just YouTube, yeah.
So for YouTube, basically I just want to revamp my channel, and that the vlog I posted that you said like you enjoyed.
Yes.
I want to be making more videos like that. That video I put like 2 or 3 days of editing time into.
Yes.
So I want to do more stuff like that. I don't. It's better to post every day on YouTube, but I would rather post, better quality content. I'm a very quality over quantity type of person.
Yeah. Yep. No, mainly me too. I do feel that way as well. But that can also get you in trouble.
Yes, most definitely.
Because then sometimes you overdo it, and sometimes it doesn't necessarily show, in the video.
Yes.
Because you could be like, oh man, I took forever to edit that part. Nobody said a word about that part.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw my Polynesian Island recap video. Probably not.
I don't think so. No.
That's probably by far my best video I've ever made. And that thing flopped, dude. I think it got like 700 views. And I spent maybe a week editing it. Like it took forever.
Right. Yeah, it's you never know. You never know what's going to take off and what isn't, you know? So and you also never know who's going to see what, right? You know, like cuz like I kind of feel like me overdoing it editing, or not necessarily overdoing it, but spending a lot of time editing and all that other stuff in my videos, I think it shows. And you know, that's one tip for anybody who is aspiring to do YouTube. You know, the way that you're planning on doing things is probably the better way. You know, quality over quantity for sure, because you never know when that one bigger YouTuber is going to see your work and go, I'm going to shout this guy out, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I like this guy, you know, and you never know when that's going to happen. So, you know, just always think about how you can improve. Now, what will get you in trouble on YouTube is if you think you already do everything good when you can't even look at your own self and realize what's wrong. So
always be a student.
Yeah. Yep. I if you watch my first videos from like when I first started till now, I mean, it's not like I still have the same personality and confidence and everything. It's just everything's just kind of, we've been doing it for a while now, you know? So it's just like, it's a lot easier. You know, you don't feel weird in public recording, you know, all of that stuff. Because when I first started doing vlogs, man, I was so nervous to record in public. And I don't know about you, like even when I'm in especially when I'm in a store, I don't want to bring my
stores
camera.
Are the worst. I don't like doing that in stores. Anywhere else, I'm okay. Like I'll do it anywhere. But stores, I don't know why. I'm just so weird.
Yeah,
so weird about it.
Well, especially if you're in an electronics store. You know, I was just talking to Reversal about that too. It's like, I'm not gonna walk around with my camera and an entire, you know, selfie, you know, thing. I'm not gonna walk in there and be like, did he steal that or is he recording? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, so what I started doing is just recording on my phone.
That's a good way to go about it.
Use your phone. It's not so obvious, you know, just record in landscape mode, obviously not. And then you can throw it into your videos when you need to, just for
I do that all the time.
B-roll or whatever. And most of the time you know who kind of gave me that idea, and I know you probably watch him too, is Casey Neistat.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Yep. Because he even says it when I run. I use my phone, you know, and it's just like it made me think like he is really inspirational as a YouTuber because he is you know, he just like used the best tool for the job, right? You have a $14,000 you know, camera or your phone, which one would work better in that situation? So yeah,
he's so inspired. Definitely him, and I don't know if you watch Jesse Wellens. Those are like my two biggest inspirations on YouTube.
Right.
For everything I do.
You know what's funny is you're kind of off to the right a little bit.
There you go.
Sorry. There you go.
I was like leaning. We're in video chat if you guys didn't know.
Yeah. No. They're gonna see it. That's why I said something because.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, no, the whole video is being recorded too. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Good thing I wasn't like picking my nose or anything.
Yeah, there you go. No, the whole video is recorded and the audio only is being put out to like SoundCloud and Google Play and all that other stuff. But no, the one that's posting on YouTube will be video, so they'll see the whole thing.
Okay,
so
okay.
I'll send you a picture of what it's gonna kind of look like. It looks cool.
Okay. Cool.
But okay, so that's 54 minutes, man, already. It's pretty fast, right?
Holy cow! Yeah.
Yeah, that went quick.
Jeez.
That went real quick, but you know. No, so what I've been doing at the end of the podcast is I already tweeted out, and I know you saw it, that I was doing a podcast with you, and, you know, if they had any questions, to leave it there, and we would, you know, get to answering it. Okay, we'll go off of your tweet first. This first one is...
Oh, notifications.
Yeah, this one's from Chris, or at Miss Chris XO. It says, how excited are you for Wizards Unite?
Ooh.
And do you play Hogwarts Mystery? I don't play Hogwarts Mystery, but I am really excited about Wizards Unite. It's going to be really good for sure. I think that's going to bring a whole nother player base because, like, for instance, my wife plays Pokemon Go every once in a while, but she was never a fan of Pokemon. You know, she didn't watch the show, she didn't play the games, all that other stuff. This is completely different. If Niantic does it correctly and it's a good game, my wife will totally be playing with that a ton with me, you know. So I'm excited for it, you know. I'm excited for it.
I'm very excited for Wizards Unite. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. One of the first books I ever read was Harry Potter. So my mom used to read me all the books like before I went to bed back in elementary school. I don't play Hogwarts Mystery just because I don't like the graphics on it. I have to like the graphics in a game to play it. I just don't. I don't like it. You know
right.
What I mean?
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Okay, so another question is from Marion, aka Maz. It says, will we see you sing more cover songs? There's
YouTube?
There's just like a million questions. Wait a sec.
Wow,
I just looked now.
Do you want to just like pick one?
Yeah, let's just pick one. Let's just pick one.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot of questions.
What about the very bottom question?
Yeah, let's do this. What is your favorite food or foods you would eat over anything else?
My favorite food in the whole entire world is pizza. Yeah, I know I'm basic. So
if
I had to eat one food, if I had to eat one food for the rest of my life, pizza. Second favorite food, probably pad see ew, Thai food.
Okay. Yep. Geez, for me, it's such a hard question. That is such a hard question. God. Honestly, I'm a big fan of a burger. I'm simple too.
Oh, burgers.
If it's a good place and it's a good burger. I mean, I've been to places where I've been to restaurants where I've paid $20 for a burger, not a joke, just because I knew it had a really good quality and very good, like it's known for its burgers.
Jeez, yeah.
There's a place called Red Coat Tavern, about 30-45 minutes away from where I live, and it's known for that. There's a couple other places too where you kind of pay, you kind of know what you're getting into, right? You're like, yeah, we know the burger's $20, you know, so we're going there anyway because we want that burger.
So, I totally feel that.
Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Another question, Michael J. Sasida, I think I said that right.
Gotta groove.
It says, when are you going to stream IRL on Twitch? That's actually a pretty interesting idea. Stream IRL?
I would actually like to do that. I did that on YouTube one time, but I haven't done that on Twitch.
You could totally do it. Like if you look at like people like Ice Poseidon and he's doing it on YouTube now. I heard that Twitch will ban you for any little thing on an IRL stream, so you might be better off just IRL streaming on YouTube. That's an interesting idea.
I used to do these food streams where I would like get my phone, just live stream from my phone and be like, all right, where are we going to go eat? People would comment and then we would go down there. I'd be like, okay, give me an order. So they would order the food for me.
No way.
I would eat it. Yeah. It was fun. It was a good time.
Did you do that on Twitch?
YouTube.
Yeah. You should do that, man. That's actually really fun.
It was a good time. I might do a video like that actually and just have everyone on Twitter comment like my order and stuff like that. And
No, you should do is you record YouTube videos and then you have them pick like 3 different things and then you eat 3 different things and they can click on the next video to like go to
That's a good idea.
That'd be funny. That would be funny. Okay, so another question by Gage Larkin. It says, when do you think we will see the Reggies? So Reggie Rice, Reggie Rock, Reggie Steele.
Reggie Rice.
Reggie. Sorry. Honestly, probably after Ho-Oh's gone, I'm thinking, because they're running out. I think they extended it probably because they needed more time. That's what I'm assuming, because they extended it all the way till the 21st or something like that. Which, I think they just needed more time. So I think soon thereafter that we'll probably start seeing them. I think they're going to do the same exact thing that they did with the beasts, the legendary beasts. They're going to have each one in each location and they're going to rotate them. Yeah. So,
actually, that's probably exactly what they're going to do.
We're probably going to get, Reggie Ice, Reggie Rice. I'm just kidding. we're gonna get one of the
Reggie Rice.
We're gonna get one of the Reggies, you know, and then it's gonna switch a month later, and that's how it's gonna go. I believe. I
agree with that. I wouldn't have thought of that, but I agree with it.
Right. Okay.
That just makes sense because you always have the 3, you know.
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. Okay, so this will be the last question here. It's from Christian 983, who always asks great questions for these podcasts. Let's see. Which shiny Pokemon, which is not in the game at the moment, would you like to see in Pokemon Go?
Let me think about this. You go ahead, because I have to think about
I already know what I'm gonna say. So, because of the whole Alolan Executor thing when it came out, everyone was pissed off. I was pissed off personally because it was ruining the rock event. You could see that they were taking away the spawns. So there's barely any rock type Pokemon during that 3 days they were around, right? I think they should re-release it again without an event going on, mind you, and release the actual shiny versions. That will give people a reason to go after them.
Oh, definitely.
You know, if you, and also I do believe that they did it wrong. They should have. I think the whole Alolan thing shouldn't just be dumped into the game. They should go here's a special item, or look, there's a rainbow weather, thing happening, and that's when they show up.
Yeah.
I disagree that they were just like, throw them everywhere. Here's 1 million of them. So
it was kind of random. It's just out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean that has the Pokemon Go or the Pokemon Company written all over it. Like,
oh yeah,
they're 100%. Like, Niantic, you have to do this. So yeah. So same question to you. Which shiny?
I would have to say shiny. I don't know what else. Like, maybe a shiny Sudowoodo would be cool. Shout out to Brandon, but
yeah,
honestly,
no, that would be cool.
All the shinies I like are in the game. So
mine was Charizard, my biggest one.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah, and the reason I said the shiny Alolan Executor is because people need more incentive other than just that Pokemon, right? Like, there's no that was exciting for 5 minutes because you caught one and then you're like, oh cool, there's another one. Oh wait, there's another one. Oh wait, there's 12 of them. What the heck? Like, I caught eight of them in 10 minutes. It was just just by driving around my subdivision. I was like,
yeah, they should have just added a shiny or something.
Yeah, if they re-release it again, I'm just fearful that they're gonna, we know that the other Alolan Pokemon are coming, right? And it's just like, don't just dump it like that, And so far, Pokemon Go, they've been doing a good job on the events, right? There's always something going on, it seems like, and just to dump event on top of an event, it just seems so stupid to me. Like, it's just like, don't do that. People still need shinies. They still need, shiny Kabuto and shiny, they need all the shinies that are in the event, and you're ruining that for them, so. But anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for the podcast today. If there's anything you want to say before we go.
Stay in school. Don't do YouTube. Pursue your dreams.
And that's going to do it for the podcast, guys. Elijah Watz, what a great guy. God, it's really sad to see what he was going through, on YouTube and everything. And I personally know exactly what he's going through. Not to a T, but I've been in similar shoes before. So, Elijah, if you're watching this, thanks again so much for being on the podcast. Check out his channel, link will be in the description below. And so if you like this podcast, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.